A&E recently aired Biography, A History, which is a 2-episode documentary detailing the past 5 decades of the one and only Kiss. One thing that fans immediately noticed about the documentary was the lack of Ace Frehley and Peter Criss. Kiss bassist Gene Simmons did an interview on Talking Wax with Adika Live, where he talked about why that was. Simmons said, "God love them, both Ace and Peter, and the beginning of the band were just the best thing that ever happened to us. But they made such horrible choices in their life, and they continue to do that. They continue to make really bad choices, not just in terms of their health and what you ingest, but career choices. Like, we just had this documentary that came out that's a headlining thing at the Tribeca Film Festival. And of course, without even thinking twice about it, we reached out to both Ace and Peter. Hey, come and be a part of this thing. You helped create the band, no question about it." And they refused. Ace wanted certain, "I want this, I want that, I want editing rights," and that kind of stuff. And God love him, that wasn't gonna happen. I didn't get those rights and didn't want them. I just wanted to throw caution to the wind and get the thing done. So they barely appear in it. Now, last month, Kiss frontman Paul Stanley also touched base on why Ace and Peter were not involved during a recent interview with SiriusXM's Ozzy's Boneyard, saying, "Some people might take exception to it. Some Kiss fan might say, well, how come there isn't more of Ace and Peter?" Truly, those guys didn't want to be a part of it without a certain... I think there was talk of final approval of footage and editing, and that's fantasy. That's fantasy. It's really a story of the band. I keep saying we couldn't be here today had it not been for Ace and Peter being there in the beginning. We also couldn't be here today if they were still here. I try to put that into perspective. Stanley continued by saying, "We live by a template that the 4 of us started, but everybody isn't built to go the distance, and everybody isn't built for the marathon. So this really is ultimately the story of me and Gene and Kiss, and the story of the band from the beginning till today." However, if you were to ask Ace Frehley, that is not exactly how it went down. Ace was interviewed last year on Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk, and during that interview, Ace said, "They offered me a small fee to be involved with it, and I turned them down. I thought the fee was embarrassing because I know how much money they're gonna make on it. So either share the wealth or c'est la vie. So I decided not to be involved. But they have plenty of old footage of me and they'll probably use that and get by. But it won't be the same as if they get current footage. Unfortunately, I decided the money that they offered me wasn't anywhere near what I felt I deserved, so I turned it down. The footage you're gonna see of me in this documentary is only gonna be old footage." Now, if you missed it, you can catch History on A&E On Demand. And if you have seen it, let us know what you thought about the show down below. And that is all the music news for now. So if you haven't already, please subscribe with notifications turned on. That way you don't miss out on any new updates here on Rockfeed.